two of these $1,500 hounds.
Where's your donkey?
My donkey.
You ain't got no donkey?
I tied him up outside.
Okay, well, we'll go see him, okay?
I'm gonna leave you, 'cause you don't treat me right.
It's time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones.
Well, good morning. So glad y'all could join us on Down Home in the Tri-States, folks. If this is your first time watching, my name's Ron Jones, and I'm on every Saturday morning at 5:30 right here on News 13 WMBB. It's out of Panama City, but we cover everywhere. So we cover down to Apalachicola and over to Destin and Dothan and beyond that and everywhere. We got a big audience out there. We certainly do appreciate you watching and doing business with our sponsors. That's what keeps us on the air, doing business with our sponsors. They pay me and I pay my bills, and everybody's happy. All right, today at the May Hall Lane, that's Chipley, Florida, 11 a.m. Tom and Mamie Hayes has got their Bluegrass Jubilee. It's open to the public. Just bring a covered dish and a lawn chair. Admission is free. Directions: take Highway 77 south of I-10, turn on State Park Road, then turn left on Falling Waters Road. Go about a mile and turn right on May Hall Lane. Look for the excitement on the left. That's takes Highway 77 just south of I-10, turn left or right, whichever way you're coming, on State Park Road, go all the way up to the end, turn left on Falling Waters Road, and then turn right on May Hall Lane. And look for us, we'll be up there having a good time. Bring a covered dish and a lawn chair and enjoy that good old bluegrass music. Had a big day, big sale day at Main Street Market last Saturday with the frozen vegetable fruit sale pickup. Be sure to get in on the next one. Now, if you didn't make this one, y'all need to get stocked up because this thing can get cold, okay? And you ain't gonna be finding that much fresh stuff around. This stuff is fresh frozen, blanched and everything. All you got to do is break it up and put it in little bags. And Main Street Market is on Highway 77 and 90 in Chipley, Florida. Speaking of Main Street Market, look here. Paul's got his fresh shelled bags of corn, folks. It's getting that time. And hey, you squirrel lovers, I ain't talking about the ones that like to shoot and eat them. If y'all there's some squirrel people out there that like to feed squirrels, okay? They'll love this. This stuff, I tell you what, he grows it himself. Paul grows it right there on his farm, and it ain't got no markings on it enough, but the proof is in the bag, okay? This is good stuff here. You know, it's if it wasn't so hard, I just go ahead and eat it, but you got to suck on it, I guess, and get it soft or something. But anyway, I'll break my teeth on it too. But boy, that's some pretty corn. Y'all get it, Main Street Market. You hunters out there, y'all getting ready, okay? I want to welcome a new supporter to the Down Home in the Tri-States, H.T. Blacksmith Farrier. He's a farrier. It's Tom Norton. He's a longtime farrier in the business and recommended by many horse owners in the area. Thank you, Tom Norton, and your clients for joining us, and we certainly do appreciate it and helping support this program. Folks, we did a show, and that's going to be on today with Mr. Tom Norton, and I think you'll really enjoy that. So y'all might want to get the kids up and let them watch it. They'll love this, I tell you what. It's kind of animals like that, kids love that. But to show them, we're going to have part 1 today. Next week, we're going to have part 2. Getting the new Reeboks, okay? Getting the new Reeboks. So anyway, y'all get them kids up. They'll enjoy it. We're going to have also a drawing today for Angel's Sunday Lunch Buffet for 2 in Chipley, Florida, across from Dunkin' Donuts. Yep, they built a new Dunkin' Donuts, so we're going to have that drawing. And also, Angel and her husband had an opportunity to take their kids to the Universal Studios. She said Tookie, he's the youngest, had a blast, first time ever for all the kids to experience this kind of fun and excitement. Angel has the Youth in Action Ministry, and she takes in kids like this and everything. So if you'd like to know more about the Youth in Action, call Angel. Take his number down. Going to also be drawing for a 50-pound bag of FRM Gold Select 26% protein dog food from Main Street Market. That's right, folks. They've got it now available at Main Street Market, and you can't hardly get any better for your dog than you're going to get that Gold Select FRM. And you all need to do that. But they got all kinds up there, Tucker, and they got Seminole, they're all good, but that Gold Select is really good, and they've been asking to get that, so they got it, and Paul wanted me to let y'all know that. We'll be drawing from our Easy Scaler today also for a bag of the Gold Select, and We'll be drawing, like I say, from the Easy Scaler. Y'all can go to see that at easyscaler.com. We also be giving away a $25 gift certificate, and this is compliments of White Oak Pastures in Bluffton, Georgia, and Eric too. They went up there. You know, he shot a show up there. It's for $25, and we're going to be drawing that. So you can go up there and have lunch and everything, and take a tour of the place. They got all kind of stuff up there, and they raise their own animals and do their own beef and all that stuff. Boy, this is an interesting place. I'm gonna go. I'll tell you, I'm gonna go see it. So, but that's a fabulous restaurant out here. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, I want to tell you about this today at 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the Panhandle Pioneer Settlement. It's the part of the annual Peanut Bowl. It's the Ghost Riders concert. This is the concert number 2, and it's today, this evening, 5:30 to 8 p.m. With hot boiled peanuts served on the ground. So it's all part of the annual Peanut Day, and I think it's probably going to be part of the Pioneer Day. I'm not sure. I had that written down somewhere, but anyway, y'all get on over and check that out. Adults and children, $5, and you won't be disappointed. And them kids won't either. A lot to see over there for $5, folks. A lot to see for $5. Let's see what else we got. Oh, next week now, I think we're going to have part 2 of the Tom Norton. Hopefully we'll have time to show. If not, we'll show it the next week. Highlights from the Mason auction. Had a good auction up there, and we always meet a lot of nice people up there every time I go, and it's just so nice up there. And of course, the Mason people there are all so nice and everything, and it's they just been supporter of this show for a long time, and we certainly do appreciate it. Eric too shot a good program. We're gonna have that on. Let's see. That's probably gonna have to be on next week, because he said it was time sensitive, so I'm gonna probably have to get that on. He and his family went up to the Todd Farms up there in Headland, and they donated some stuff we're gonna be giving away when we run the show. Okay, Eric said this stuff is fantastic. Southern sweet tea jelly, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take my family. We're going up there, and I'm gonna get some of that. I can't open this, I'm giving it away, but I'm gonna get some of that. Show sounds good. Southern sweet tea jelly. Whew. Also some amber honey syrup. They said this is fantastic. Amber honey syrup. Okay, it's all at Todd Farms. That's in Headland, Alabama. U.S. Highway 431. And if y'all want to give them a call, it's 334-693-2004.
If you're not looking for the best little place with the best raw and baked oysters, the best fresh fried mullet, big signature steamed shrimp, fantastic Holmes Creek pasta, plus Chef Freddie Whitfield's world famous gumbo, grits and shrimp, and his Southern Pride pulled pork, you don't need to go to Gunner's. But if your mouth is watering, beat feet to Gunner's Oyster Bar in Vernon, Florida. Be sure to start off with Gunner's local favorite appetizers. People drive from all over the tri-states to eat at Gunner's. And you guys out there, keep your eyes on the oysters.
Me and Buddy have a lot of fun in these woods. But when I say load up in the Rhino, he loves that river. That smooth hydroport steering's what I like. They got those nice big Key West boats. We sure like ours. I told Mama Buddy wanted to go see that new deck boat they got up there with that diving thing on top. Hey, that's a whole nother story. Boys up there at Joe's Motor Service, they've been taking care of us for a long time. When they shake your hand, there's just a good feeling there. I like to do business the old-fashioned way. Buddy's a good old boy. Let's go find old Luke and Sam. Come on, Buddy. Let's see who's going to win. This is for the Angels Buffet for 2. Lunch buffet, Sunday lunch buffet in Chipley, Florida. Let's see who's going to get it. Oh, we're going to pull one from way down here at the bottom. Let's see who's going to go to. Please enter me in the drawing. Thank you, David Foster, 7303 Claudius Way, Panama City, Florida. And if I'm not mistaken, they just won something a couple of weeks ago, I believe. So you got the lunch buffet for 2 at Angels in Chipley, Florida. This is going to be for, let's see, what else we said we're going to get. Oh, the 50-pound FRM Gold Select Dog Food. This is going to go to Lisa Davidson in Chipley, Florida. Lisa Davidson in Chipley, Florida. Let's see what we're going to. This is going to be now for the White Oak Pastures. Okay, $25 gift certificate going to Margie Gilmore, Panama City, Florida. Margie Gilmore, you got $25 gift certificate to White Oak Pastures. Y'all watch this. We'll be right back.
It's official. Surplus Salvage in Shipley, Florida is the people's choice for quality metal roofing at the best and lowest possible price. Why? Because you don't have to wait weeks to get your metal roofing and get to work on your project. It's all made on the spot while you wait. And Surplus Salvage of Shipley can provide the best selection of colors. 10 colors available at a low $1.89 a foot. Galvalume a low $1.30 a foot. You heard me right on these prices. Stop in, tell them how much and what length. Load it up, and folks, you're on your way. Why wait 2 or 3 weeks when you can drive off with it the day you come in? Do business with the people's choice. Surplus Salvage of Chipley. Tell them Ron sent you. We'll appreciate it. 638-7353. Folks, this is Tom Norton, and Tom's a farrier. And for those of you out there that don't know what a farrier is, some of you city folk out there, he don't operate a Ferris wheel, okay, or anything like that. Tell them what you do, Tom.
Farrier is an old-time word for horseshoer, to make it simple. I apply shoes to horses' feet. I trim the feet and shoe them. It's a 3,000-year-old art that's still pretty much today what it was then.
Now, I've heard the term balancing, like you balance tires and all. Do you actually have to balance sometime a horse hoof?
Yeah, this is true, and a lot of times overlooked, but a horse's feet are just like a car's front end. You balance them left and right, and the caster and the camber is the terms they use in front wheel alignment, but a horse has it on all 4 corners. You want them level and balanced, and you want the angles of their hoof to match the angle of their pastern right here. Is the end result is the style of shoeing I do. It's called natural balance. Some people are a little more specific, like with race horses or show horses in the walking horse business, and they'll determine that they need a specific degree put on that angle or angle of the hoof, and I can do that as well. I use a hoof gauge. And
well, like we were talking a while ago about dressage, does that fall into a kind of a different category as far as how you do that, how you shoe it?
Not really, because what I apply is called natural balance, and
right.
It actually applies to all breed of horses.
Right.
And but sometimes some trainers have a better idea of what they want than I do, and they got a specific angle in mind, and we can accommodate them for that too. But if you don't tell me that up front, I'm just going to shoe your horse in a natural balance manner, and it's comfortable for him, and it usually works out better than making them what you want them to be.
A little bit of your background. Did you start this last month or when did you start this? Or when, not maybe as a profession, but when did you actually shoe your first horse, and how long you been doing it?
I'm going on about 25 years now.
Yeah.
I started out originally on a working cattle farm and riding horses to chase cattle and not understand the mechanics of horses and horses' feet. And after a few wrecks, because it actually can cause a horse to fall down and stumble if his feet are out of balance or
really?
Incorrectly shod or trimmed. Yeah, it can be detrimental to you and the horse. And so it got my curiosity started, and I was kind of apprenticed with a guy. I worked under a guy that was a really good farrier. And after a year or two of working with him, I went to an accredited horseshoeing school. And that was in 1992, I think. Yeah, 1992. So since 1992, I've been doing this.
They have something like a farrier of a U.S. or American Farriers Association? Or
yeah, there's several different organizations. I particularly adhere more to the American Farrier Association. Right. There's a brother working hood of blacksmiths and farriers organization. Almost every state has their own organization, but to me, the American Farrier Association is who I respect the most.
Well, and obviously, I guess you would have to have a little knowledge of or some vet skills, not deeply into the vet skills, but some vet skills or knowledge at least of the lower limbs.
Yeah, you need to understand anatomy, because anatomy has a lot to do with determining what style or how you shoe the horse. Just like this horse, for example, that's called rear suspension ligament disorder, that funky angle of this right here. And a lot of people would say, oh, this horse needs put down because of his rear feet. I've owned this horse for 6 or 7 years now, and I shoe him correctly that gives him more comfort, mm-hmm. and he totes my 250-pound self up to town and back like nobody's business.
Wow.
But I'm not a vet in any manner, shape, or I
Right,
can't practice
understand.
vet. I can't even give you veterinarian advice.
Right.
But
But you got to know a little bit about it, you know. I mean, you know.
Well, I have 50 years of working with cattle and horses, and veterinarians close at hand, so I kind of have to know a little something.
Well, that qualify you. That qualify you to. I mean, obviously, you've probably taken horses to the vet for some reason or
Oh, yeah.
another, you know, and you kind of pick up on a few things like that. But there again, you don't profess to be a veterinarian, you know, and
No,
that's
I'm not gonna
understandable.
try to lead you in
And that's understandable. But you can probably in some way or fashion when you're working and shoeing a horse. If you see something, you're more likely than the average person to know what that might be, you know, what that problem might be that horse is having. So
Right.
And
And I also work close with vets because some horses have injuries or diseases or lame issues that they require a special type of shoe to make the horse sound or, you know, unlame.
right,
And so I work with vets and follow whatever guidelines they recommend. And sometimes it works, most of the time it does, but sometimes the vet will say, okay, you actually have more experience with horses than I do, what do you think? So we try to work together, you know, when the occasion arises to involve a vet with your shoeing. But 99% of my horses are sound, everyday riding horses or working horses, and so it's kind of a standard procedure you use on them.
well, folks, we're speaking with Tom Norton, and he's a horse farrier, and we'll be back in just a minute. Main Street Market in Chipley, Florida has been a supporter of Down Home in the Tri-States for many, many years, providing quality fruits, vegetables, and quality feed for all of your animals and livestock. Paul Davidson and his whole entire family have grown up in Washington County. Paul's mother and daddy have been farmers in this area for many, many, many years. And people around this area know that they're going to get the quality they expect from Main Street Market. When the very best quality matters for our families, for our livestock, and for our pets, we all look to Main Street Market, and you should do the same. Go see Paul Davidson and his friendly staff and family at Main Street Market on the corner of Highway 77 and Highway 90 in Chipley, Florida. Tell them old Ron sent you from Down Home in the Tri-States. From turkey hunting to deer hunting and everything in between, your best shot is King's.
King's Outdoors can take care of your hunting, fishing, and shooting needs year-round. We have an extensive selection of ammunition, including Remington, Federal, Winchester, and Hornady.
Ladies, if you need a firearm and have no idea where to start, Perry and his friendly, helpful staff will make you feel right at home.
Here at King's Outdoors, we have all major brands of handguns, shotguns, rifles, scopes, and accessories, including Browning, Beretta, Savage, Remington, and Marlin.
From deer rifles, shotguns, and handguns to fishing supplies for all fishermen and lady anglers, King's Outdoors stocks the best. Need prescriptions?
At King's, we've been meeting your prescription needs since 1977.
If you're headed to the beach, put King's on your stop and stock up before you get there. They're located right on Main Street. That's Highway 77 in Chipley, Florida, in front of the hospital. Just look for the big red canopy.
Here at King's, we'll work hard to earn your business and keep your business. Y'all come see us.
King's Discount Drugs and King's Outdoor. Have you got water problems? Pump won't pump? Do you need answers and solutions, but you don't want the runaround and you want someone honest? Well, have no fear, folks. Do what I did. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan Dubose will take care of your problem.
Hello folks, this is Water Dan. I work on submersible pumps, jet pumps, do repairs and upgrades, anything to do with an existing water well. I would appreciate it if you call.
Call the man, Water Dan. He'll take care of your water problems. 850-535-9308. 535-9308. Folks, you know why people from Washington, Jackson, Holmes, Bay County, you know why they call Water Dan? Because Dan Dubose knows what he's doing. Y'all give him a call. If you're a pier or bridge fisherman, confined to a wheelchair, wounded warrior, or just simply want to have a good time and enjoy your fishing, we can help make your fishing more enjoyable and relaxing. Stop being tired and having your back pain put you through misery. Join the hundreds of people just like yourself that have discovered the pier and bridge fishing chair.
I seen this morning for the first time and come down and sat on it and took a couple of minutes, and the gentlemen were very nice. and I'm buying one.
Call today, and if you need, it'll be delivered to you, no problem. We want you to rediscover life and the joys of fishing. Welcome back, folks. We're speaking with Harry Thomas Norton, better known as Tom Norton, and HT Blacksmith. That's what his business has been for years and years. But his name is Tom Norton, but HT Blacksmith is where you can find him on Facebook. Is that right?
That's correct.
And anything you want to know about Tom Norton, you can find him at HT Blacksmith, and that's what that's his business for years and years and years. But we just call him good old Tom Norton. Okay, but anyway. Well, let's see. So, I tell you what. Let's show the folks some of the things that you do. Show us where you would naturally start when someone brings. When you go. I want to speak to you about that too. You're actually mobile, right?
Yes, sir. I go to your location.
So all you got to do is call him and give me that number so we can put it on the screen.
Okay, it's 850-890-7506.
All right, y'all write that down, folks. It's going to be on the screen a little while. And if you need HT Blacksmith, Tom Norton, you can call that number there. And if you're new to the horse world, if you've been in the horse business a long time, you want a good professional shoer, call Tom, okay? Because he's been in it for a long time. He knows what he's doing, okay? So let's start with the first thing that you would do when you come up to someone's house to shoe their horse.
Well, this is pretty much a normal customer. He's my horse, so he's on a routine schedule. About every 6 to 7 weeks, I'll remove the shoes that are on him, trim his hoof, get him back balanced and leveled and balanced again, and then apply a new pair of shoes. And this is it varies from 6 to 8 weeks. My horse, since he's a farrier's horse, goes about 8 weeks. Yeah. Because nobody pays me to do it.
Yeah.
But no, he's got good feet. His feet have been well taken care of since I had him. So he kind of commonly holds shoes for 8 weeks.
All right, well, let's see what you do. The first thing you would do is.
The first thing.
Do you normally? I'm sorry, I keep asking you questions, but when you do it, you normally do all 4 of them, right? You don't just do one or two.
Sir.
Okay.
It's a 4-step.
Right. So the first one you would start on. Okay. How come you put the glasses on?
Because I'm getting old.
You're
and I can't see
me, right?
Okay. 3 feet anymore without them. So,
I understand.
The first thing I'm going to do is put his foot up here on the stand. Come on, Chi. And remove the nails so that they pull out of his hoof without causing damage. So I'll just take the folded end of the nail off. Like that. And then we'll move around to the other side of the horse. Just kind of like when you tap on the lid of a mayonnaise jar to get it started. You give it a little tap to kind of break it loose from the foot that it's been nailed to for the last 8 weeks. This area in the center is referred to as the sole. We kind of want to concave it, trim it out, give it a nice concave shape. That allows room for expansion of the foot when he's running, or just moving in general, especially when he's running. The foot absorbs a lot of shock, and it's Mother Nature's way of protecting their foot to have it cupped out. This area in the center here is referred to as the frog. It kind of almost feels like a window coffin. Nothing I'm doing to him hurts him. We're just kind of going to trim the frog and give it a nice, sleek, clean. See it, mud and manure, everything has a tendency to flow off. We just want it race ready, what we kind of refer to it. Now this horse does not actually have a lot to trim off today, but Normally there'd be a little more toe involved in this. And we'd hit it with a pair of nippers. Then finish it with, follow it with a rasp, We got it nice and level. We'll select a shoe, the proper size. And then we'll shape it to fit that line that shows up. That's actually called his white line. And that's what you had to shape the nail holes on the shoe to line up with and fit. I'll show you how that goes.
All right, folks, y'all stay with us. We'll be back in just a minute.
The more frequently you clean and pick and clean his foot and maintain it, the better his foot's gonna be.
Just like a human, you know.
Yes, sir.
Whether you're in the business as a professional or just along for the ride, your friend needs the best care possible. Don't take your horse's hooves for granted. They need to be protected just like the rest of its body. Tom Norton is a craftsman, farrier, and blacksmith. Tom has dedicated his entire life to the love of horses and keeping them safe from harm and injury. Give Tom Norton a call at 850-890-7506. Tom will come to you. You'll be in good hands with Tom Norton. You don't put your feet into the hands of unqualified healthcare people, so treat your horses the same. Tom Norton, Farrier Blacksmith. Find Tom on Facebook at HT Blacksmith. I highly recommend Tom. Tell him Ron sent you. For the best down-home country cooking in this area, it's Angel's Buffet and Catering in Chipley, Florida, on Highway 77 across from Tractor Supply. You see, when people leave, they always say, "I'll be back." Once you bite into that country fried chicken, you know, like your mamas and your grandmas, you just can't stand not to come back. Open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. till close. And hey, if the door ain't open, just knock and wait. When Angel says it's ready, it's ready. You know, good country cooking takes a lot of time. The biggest buffet is on Sunday. Features 8 meats and 12 vegetables, but they got a fantastic buffet all during the week. Hey, tell them Ron sent you. Across from Tractor Supply, Chipley, Florida, rated the #1 restaurant in Chipley by TripAdvisor. And that's big, folks.
Everything you said it was.
Don't trust just any tree removal service. Depend on Easy Care Tree Removal. Easy Care employs only highly trained, highly knowledgeable, and highly recommended tree removal experts.
You didn't start this kind of work yesterday, did you, JD?
No, sir. I've been doing this for about 6 years.
The name says it all, folks. Easy Care takes special care in ensuring that your property is not damaged. That's why Easy Care is the most sought-after tree removal service.
That's the owner right there. Y'all might know old Pee Wee.
No job is too large. No job is too small. And no job is too difficult with Easy Care. Don't wish you had called someone else when the job's not done right. Call Dow Morris today.
At Easy Care, our main goal is to keep the homeowner happy.
Dow will give you an estimate that's in line with your budget. Easy Care, as easy as a phone call away. 850-527-6291.
If someone lives, say, down on the beach or somewhere, the Panama City Beach or Gulf County or wherever, and there's a lot of sand where they have the horses, and do they need this service as often as anybody else does? Or
it's probably one of the biggest misunderstood things I run into daily. People think that the horses are in sand, they don't need shoes. And my answer to that question is, what do they make sandpaper out of?